Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. This article comes to you guys from RCR Wireless. I leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So, this is a great article. I highly encourage you guys to check it out. So, T-Mobile US Cellular deal closes, reshaping wireless landscape. And it does really reshape the wireless landscape. If T-Mobile did not have Verizon and AT&T's attention before this deal, they do have attention now. Trust me on that. T-Mobile has Verizon and AT&T's uninvited attention today with this deal, because this now completely reshapes the wireless landscape once and for all. And this deal will make T-Mobile that much stronger. T-Mobile was already strong, and now they're getting stronger, bigger, right? The network's going to grow, finances are going to grow, everything is going to get bigger at T-Mobile. So with this deal coupled with the T-Satellite Starlink, I think T-Mobile is going to go really big now after businesses and enterprise, with the rural landscape being, closer than ever before in terms of the geographic footprint. T-Mobile is going to close that gap now, closer than ever before. And with the T-Satellite, as that gets better, and trust me, the carriers are tracking this in AT&T and Verizon. They're looking at this very, very, very closely because it could affect their business. So T-Mobile right now, with T-Satellite being commercially launched, they do texting, right? It does iMessage. SMS is the better option, as I stated. RCS is about the same as iMessages, but it works. So once you get some data on there, some calling or whatnot, then T-Mobile could go after, insurance adjusters that go out into rural environments where there's no coverage. Now with T-Satellite, T-Mobile would be able to offer them some sort of coverage where they could send, pictures back, quotes, whatever the case. So that's T-Mobile exploiting the weak areas of Verizon and AT&T, which they could never do before. And they could get businesses like that. Peace of mind. Customers have been signing up to T-Satellite about 30,000 per day, or around 30,000. A lot of them, I've been reading some of the comments, they're just signing up for it because of peace of mind. If they lose coverage, they have a backup. And I did some extensive testing, and it does connect. And it's a very strong connection in terms of it not fading out. Like, I'm not saying it has a great RSRP. It's mainly 1 bar, 2 at best. But it doesn't, it's literally T-Mobile, Starlink, and it stayed connected the entire time I was in the area, once I had the connection. But with this and this deal, really, what the DOJ said, and I'll show you guys this right now, should really let you know that this deal reshapes wireless and the landscape. So the DOJ even had consolidation concerns. The DOJ approved the deal despite consolidation concerns, citing US Cellular's inability to compete at scale. Right? They're saying US Cellular pricing is too high. They can't compete at scale. So they decided to sign off to make T-Mobile stronger so they could compete better at scale in the US Cellular footprint, which T-Mobile is going to be able to do. And then there's some people that say, well, the DOJ technically didn't approve the deal. They just didn't want to sue against the deal, but it's the same thing, right? If they didn't like the deal, they would have sued. So pretty much they're approving the deal, right? So, but yes, the T-Mobile US Cellular deal, that was a big one. And I don't think it was realized how big this deal is, right? The Sprint one, that was already big, right? That was at national scale. I mean, there's still to this day Clearwire sites that are being converted. I saw that yesterday, I believe. So T-Mobile is still filling in density from the Sprint deal. And now you're supplementing that with US Cellular. I mean, in in a perfect world, it doesn't get any, better than that, where you're able to get everything handed to you on a silver platter. Now, that was T-Mobile's choice, right? They made the deal happen. They got it approved. Nothing wrong with that. But they haven't been told no. And they will continue to try until they get told no. So are further deals expected? Of course. They haven't heard no yet. They got Iowa Wireless, didn't hear a no. They got Sprint, didn't hear a no. They got US Cellular, they didn't hear a no. So they have experience in this now. So the deals that they present, more or less, will get them a yes, because they know exactly what the cutoff is, because they've been in Washington for a long time now. So they know, okay, if I get this much spectrum, I won't get the deal passed, so I'm just going to get this much spectrum, right? So and then they have an experienced legal team that has dealt with this, so they're going to go after more of these deals. But the T-Mobile US Cellular deal, it does really reshape the wireless landscape, really does. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. Let me know if you signed up for T-Satellite and what's your opinion on that situation. But I think T-Satellite coupled with this new US Cellular footprint, I think T-Mobile is really, really going to go after it more aggressively now than even before. If we're talking enterprise business, everything is on the table now. And it was before, but now even to greater scale. They're going to go after it. And Verizon and AT&T, like I said, they're really paying attention now. They have no choice, because this will really affect their day-to-day business. It really will. So let me know your thoughts. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.